It's your sleepless god back with a new series of What If Batman Got Kidnapped by the Ravagers. Now, this is going to be a little weird, but let's start out with the backstory. Uh, Bruce Wayne's dad got was Bruce Wayne's dad got divorced by uh, Bruce Wayne's mom. It was completely not because of anything sexual or any matter. They just started being distanced from each other. Bruce Wayne's dad was more focused on the company, more focused on him, most focused on the other things. As Bruce Wayne's mom was more focused on, oh, I want a family, I want anything. But they only had one kid, Bruce, who is 6 years old when they get divorced. As Bruce Wayne's dad realizes his faults and realizes what happened and decided that he fucked up. He fucked up morally, but he couldn't go back. So he started looking around a little bit, trying to find a mom suited for his class a little bit. He found a woman though, named Meredith, who already has a son who is same age as Bruce, 7 right now. And they meet and they start having a relationship, and they love each other very much. Now, if you know the lore, Meredith is Peter Quill's mom's name. Yes. Batman's dad starts fucking Peter Quill's mom. Now, in any other circumstance, that would be funny as fuck. But because it's a relationship circumstance, it's all already normal. So it's perfectly fine. As Peter Quill and Bruce Wayne becomes quick friends. Because of both of them being now more brothers and friends at the same time, Peter Quill starts adding the stuff that he likes. Music is many one of them, and science fiction. As Batman starts adding the things that he likes. And that is combat. When he gets divorced, he needed some outlets, so he started practicing karate, kickboxing mostly, and Muay Thai. A lot of those martial arts. She starts training with that. As when Peter Quill's 8, and when both of the boys are 8, Meredith is assumed with cancer, brain cancer, high brain cancer too, not curable. She's pointed out leukemia and everything that can help, as Bruce Wayne's dad is just focused on trying to save her. As he loses sleep, he loses sections, he spends thousands of dollars trying to save his wife. As before he could save his wife, he dies of a car accident. Just a freak accident. As Meredith is slowly dying. Same things happens as the movie. They both freak out. Peter actually freaks out. He runs out. As Bruce says, I'll find him. As he goes out, as they both get captured by the Ravagers. As Yondu takes care of them. Now, this is when they're 7. We're going to time skip a little bit to when they're 15. Now, actually, I'll bring some lore elements at least when they're 8. For the past year, they've been training on stealing. Now, Bruce does not like to steal at all. Same does Peter, but they both have to do it for their both safety, and also the Ravagers are going to beat them anyway. Yondu has been teaching Peter Quill how to shoot. working with his guns. Another guy named Maxim Blake has been working with Bruce and fighting. Bruce will not pick up a gun. Bruce will never pick up a gun. It is against his moral standpoint. He will not. And they found this out long ago, and they realized even if how much they beat him and like tell him that he's stupid, he will not pick up a gun. So it's not even worth it, doing the stuff. So he just said one of the Ravagers who knows how to fight very, very well starts teaching Bruce how to fight, brutalize, kickboxing, all of the things that he learned before start going back to him. As Peter starts learning to shoot with Yondu, Bruce starts learning how to fight and destroy. He also starts learning technology. Any bit of technology he can grasp from any sort of sources, he's wanting it. He starts teaching himself a lot of technology. He also trains himself to have an unforgetting memory, so he can read anything or he can see anything and not forget it. He does this to save time. He does this also because whatever the Ravagers are, looking over documents with machines or anything, it's only up for a couple seconds. So he has to see it, memorize it, and get it down and perfectly know it. But Bruce starts doing what he normally does. He starts making machinery. He starts making a new batsuit. As you can see, what that batsuit looks like. It's heavy armor on the top, low armor on the bottom. With Bruce not being as strong, as he's only right now 9 years old, a couple years later, he starts slowly making the suit when he's 15 and more bulked up. But he makes it where the knuckles are metal, so he doesn't have to put more strength into it. He can already damage someone. He can already kill, if necessary. Now, he doesn't want to, and he knows he's not going to. But if he has to save Peter, he might. He might as well save his family over some drunken idiot that tried to fight him. As Peter and Bruce start to grow up and get better at what they do, Peter works on more the gun thing, breaking in, shooting people, shooting down, tasering a couple people, stealing arms. As Bruce starts working with the sneaky thing, sneaking into areas, grabbing one thing and leaving, or getting intel. But they're still friends to the end. In the helmet that he made, he can listen to music in the helmet, and he there's just an entire soundtrack of what Peter all their soundtracks, like Bruce saying, "I want this song." Peter's like, "That's a good song. I want about this one." He's like, "Ah, shit, I didn't even think about that one." They're family, even to the end. As both of them at 15, break away from the Ravagers a little bit. They're their own little crew a little bit. And as Peter gets his ship from Yondu, a present for his 15th birthday. As they start traveling around the world, the universe, as they start Bruce starts building his arsenal, batarangs and electric little like balls. That sounds weird, but like little black balls that he can chuck at someone and it sticks and then just starts electrocuting them. As Peter starts working on money and all that stuff, as Bruce is the investment broker in that sense, where he's the guy that works with the money. He buys the companies, buys the real estate, does all that stuff to bring their money. They are sticking on it. They're already on a fortune of their own cash. As Bruce and Peter Quill are, or Star Lord, that he nicknamed himself, because he nicknamed himself Star Lord not because he he was, oh, that's a funny nickname, ha ha ha. It's because Bruce nicknamed himself Batman because of his outfit. So he's like, oh, you got a fucking cool name, I'll get mine. As they travel around the entire world selling and making things, as they heard of Krypton, they heard of stories of Krypton and the last Kryptonian and Kryptonite, all that stuff. As Bruce collects a couple pieces just in case. Always a planner if necessary, and also Mars and the Mars people, as both of them have like uh they both still do their own kind of things, but they, because they're on now their own crew, they work together for their missions. So like, hey, sometimes Peter Quill is the distraction, and Batman comes in and steals some things and gets some info and leaves. Or sometimes both of them bust in, punching people in the face, and they have to do it like that. Batman's not Batman or Star Lord does different things, and that's why they're so good at being teammates, because they can switch up so easily on each other. Like, Batman's got or I should probably say Bruce, but they code names when they're sneaking out. Batman got spotted, guns blazing. Oh, Peter's getting punched, or oh, we need to get some info. Batman's on the case. Oh, Peter got punched in the face. I can break out of a corner and punch that other guy in the face secretly. Knock out a couple individuals. As Batman, through his journey, has also picked up a lot of things from a lot of people. So has Peter Quill. They've both been picking up things. Batman's been realizing how to shut off his pain receptors, how to shut off his exhaustion, like feeling the exhaustion and fear, and making people fear him. As through the years of traveling around the world, Bruce and Peter Quill, want to go back home. Now, it's not a sudden decision. It's not, and it's a hard decision for Peter, because Peter likes space, but Bruce wants to go back home. So they have to separate. So what happens is they have one last drink at this bar, named called the Dancing Susan. As there's dancers drinking, as Bruce and Peter with he always keeps his helmet near him, but it can his helmet can go back into a little almost like a hood, but it's a little like a metal hood that can be carried, can be kind of carried as he's taking sips, as they're laughing, as Peter's like, for brothers, and he says, without blood, as they looking down a beer or two, as they're talking about the stories. You remember when you were talking to that what was her name, you mean Carol? Yeah, Carol. As I was like, he's like, you didn't know down there was some Beatles. Were you? I didn't know she had pinchers. Shut up. As both of them are talking, as they're drinking, as they're listening to music. They're listening to music as a guy bumps into Peter Quill, as he's like, oh, sorry. As the guy looks at him, he's like, hey, watch your way, and he's like, fuck, I don't care. As he's just having fun. He doesn't care if someone, as the guy turns around and says, hey, you're not gonna say sorry? Sorry for what? The big oaf that has 400 pounds underneath his waist is bumped into me. I'm not gonna say sorry for shit. As he says, the entire bar goes quiet. As Bruce looks over and says, should we leave? Or was that a bad scenario to go into? I kind of want to beat the fucker up, but you know how it is. Peter's like, maybe. As he takes a sip, as the guy walks up and he says, "What the fuck did you just say to me?" I said, "Get on a fucking treadmill, fat ass." As he goes for a swing, as Peter's like, "Not the fucking today." As he pulls out his blaster on stun mode, luckily, and taser him. As the entire bar looks at that and goes into a fucking rampage. As fucking Bruce goes into Batman, puts on his mask, and just starts punching people. Dodge left hook, kick in the face, kick in the balls, kicked in the face, punch out a window. All movement speed. Dodge one punch, kick punched in the stomach, uppercut to the face. Peter's over here, put on his mask, boom, boom, walk, 2 shots, two stunning shots in the chest, kicks the guy out the bar, turns around with both blasters, shoots both people in the face. Batman pulls out a batarang, throws it, trips one person, and hits the other guy into the face as he flips another guy over his shoulder into a like, it looks like a vending machine, but like a little bit weird, as he punches him into the face, crushing the vending machine. Grabs the vending machine, lifts it over his head, and throws it. As it's just a wild, as Peter and Bruce just walk out laughing, as no cuts, no bruises, no nothing, as they walk back to the ship, as they sleep off the hangover. Peter goes back to Earth, lands back at Gotham, as Bruce grabs all his stuff, all the equipment, as Peter looks at him, salutes, as Bruce salutes back slowly, walking back to his mansion as he sees one person that he didn't think he would miss, but he missed the most, as he sees Alfred, as he says, "Master Wayne, you've been gone for a very, very long time." As he says, "I know, but I'm back, and we're back in business." As you see a one tear go down Alfred's face, as he says, "I'll draw you a bath, sir," as he opens the door and walks in. As this is the end of the video, I hope you guys liked it. I'm not going to put full credit onto myself. My friend Titan, a really good friend of mine, not a YouTuber yet, I'm making him go into it, thought of this idea too. I hope you guys liked it. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.